Hi my super sweet crafty friends, welcome to my channel Carolina's Creations Handmade. Today I'm going to share with you how to make a one sheet mini album, and this is super easy, super quick, and a perfect little present for your family, neighbors, co-workers, teachers, etc. You're going to need minimal tools. You will need a 12 by 12 sheet of double-sided cardstock, and I'm also going to share with you what I made. This is a little book box. So it's a gift box, and I made it actually to house my little mini albums. So over here I made this little flap in here. I left the little flap in there so you can place a little gift card if you like to, or you can also place a little note card also. And then over here I decorated it. It says Jingle All the Way. You open it up and then you can see there the little mini albums. So these are one sheet mini albums. This is one that I already shared with you guys on my last video, which is my 20k celebration hop. So I'm gonna link to it here and down on the description below. Go check it out. We have 4 $60 gift certificates, and I'm also sharing details on my Cricut Joy 20k giveaway. So if you want to participate, don't forget to check those out and follow all the rules. So this is the little guide that I shared with you before, and then I decided to make 2 more and make it a gift set. And look at this adorable little one sheet mini. So this one I decorated using one of those little embellishments from crepe paper from the Merry Days collection, and then here it says Merry Christmas. So look at this, look at how adorable this is, and I'm going to share with you how to make them. These are like 5-minute crafts, super easy, super inexpensive, and an adorable present. So you can place here tags. You can make it into a gift tag set also, so people can have gift tags to decorate their gifts for the holidays. And then they can use a little mini album. We have pockets in here. The one I shared with you before, this one here, has only pockets at the top. But this one, the other two, I decided to make it with also a pocket over here because I just love that. So it has 3 pockets. 2 are top pockets, and the middle pocket is just sort of like a side pocket. Super stinking cute, super adorable. You can house a lot of little pictures in here, and if you have several of them that you can store in a box like this, they're so adorable. You can store so many more pictures. So over here I made this little guy also. Season's Greetings, and this is from Tim Holtz. I decorated this using also the Merry Days collections from crepe paper. This is an ephemera. I added a little bling here, and then you can see there, look at how adorable they are, and they're so easy to make. And over here you also have the side pocket and the top pocket, and then the last ones. So I'm going to share with you how to make this, and then on the second video I'm going to share with you how to make the book box that I made to store them, and how super nice looking it is. This is a super adorable present, and this is a perfect way also to store your little mini albums. You're going to need again the 12 by 12 sheet, and I recommend that you use double-sided paper, because as you saw, you're going to show on both sides, so you want to have both sides decorated. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold my paper. I'm going to fold it in half evenly. If you don't have a scoring board, you don't really need it. You can use a butter knife for burnishing, and then you can just simply fold your piece of paper, making sure that it's even on all sides like that. Then you just pinch on one side, and then you just go and fold all over. But I like using my scoring board for this because I place my paper, flushing it all the way to the edge in there, and then I make sure that it's evenly folded. So you're going to fold in half, and then you're going to grab your paper. So that's the first half, and then we're going to do the same. Just turn your paper around. We fold it this way, and make sure that your line is vertical now. And then we're going to fold again. I'm going to flush it all the way on both sides to make sure that it's evenly folded. And then I'm going to press it in there. So you see, it's super easy. So now we have these 4 sides here. So then what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring our paper here, and we're going to fold up to the middle score line. So up to the score line in here, don't fold past that score line. So just grab your little paper and you're going to fold. So once you have it in there, just press your paper and fold it. Then you turn around and you're going to do the same with the other side. Then I'm going to make sure that I go all the way to that score line that we already did. Right in there. And then you are going to burnish your paper. I'm going to burnish all the score lines. So I'm going to fold it in here. We're going to fold again. And then now we're going to fold on the middle score line that we have there. So here's our piece, and you can see we have all the folds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in here. If you don't have a scoring board, just use a ruler and a kitchen knife. Not kitchen knife, a butter knife. And then you're going to score at 10 inches over here, all the way down. Score at 10 inches. And then you're going to turn your piece around. You're going to flush your little cardstock all the way to both edges there, and you're going to score again at 12 inches. So now we have our score lines on both sides. The next step is we're going to now cut over here in this line here, following the score line, and we're going to cut all the way up to the last scoring line. If you have a longer pair of scissors, it's easier. So you're going to go and you're going to follow the score line over there and cut all the way up to this score line over here. So don't go past this score line there. And then you see what we have there. So what we're going to do is we are going to fold those areas that we scored in here like this. So you're going to burnish again to make sure that it stays in place, and this is what we're going to do now. Once we have this, we're going to fold it to the outside like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold to the side here on that first fold area that we have, and we're going to fold accordion style. We're going to bring our piece again to us. And we're going to burnish there to make sure that we have everything scored and marked properly. And then we're going to bring the fold over here as well. So you have your first area folded, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn it around and then bring your paper towards you and fold once again accordion style. This is so easy, guys. It's so super easy and so super inexpensive and such an adorable little present. These are perfect for holidays, to store little pictures from the holidays to remember. So this is what you have now. You have your little mini album already. So this is your first page, and you have your pocket area here, and then another page. Then you can see that you have open pages. So this is what we're going to use to create our pockets. So you see, this is your first page, and then if you turn this page around, you can see that it moves. So we're going to make this a top pocket. So we want to be able to place things from the top. So what we need to do is we need to add adhesive on this area only. You need to add like an L-shape adhesive only to this area. And that's what we are going to do. How was your weekend, guys? I hope you're having an amazing weekend. And thank you so much for all your beautiful comments. All the love for our 20K subscribers celebration hop. I'm sorry I haven't had time to answer all the comments. There are many comments over there, and I just so appreciate you guys. I read all of them. I love you guys so much. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me to read them, and all the love, all the support, and to read that you guys are finding my channel useful and inspirational. It's just amazing for me. So once we added the L-shaped adhesive there, I'm using wet glue. I use art glitter glue for this. I just love that glue. I think it's one of the best glue out there. So now I'm going to burnish in here to make sure that the adhesive sets properly. You can use double-sided tape for it. So there you go. Now you can see that you have your first page and you already created your first pocket. I forgot to tell you guys before we go ahead, we should actually be putting little notches on our pockets. So I'm going to do it right now before I keep going because it's a lot easier. So grab your little punch if you have one. This is a 1/2 inch punch and it's perfect size for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in there and I'm going to actually punch half of that circle kind of like in the center of my little page. And honestly, I'm just eyeballing it. I don't really get too specific here with measurements for the little notches. This one we already created, but if you do this before you glue, it's a lot easier. Thankfully, this bunch is really small, so it's going to allow me to do it. So again, I'm going to go to kind of like half of the circle and half of the page right there. And we have the first notches. So then you're going to keep going. I'm usually adding a pocket. So this one is a side pocket. So I want to make my notch to the side. And I'm going to try to place it so it's closer to this area than this area because I don't want it actually covered by my pocket there. So you can see I'm going to notch half of my circle right in there. And then you have that one. So then I'm going to place another one in here. So there's a notch. And then this one is actually going to become another pocket. And it's going to be a top loading pocket. So I'm going to make a notch in here. Create a notch with my little punch again. And then we're going to turn around and we know that over here, the bottom is going to be another notch. So I'm going to kind of like eyeball it there. And then this area doesn't have to have a notch because there's no pocket on the back. So I think we're done with our little notches, but I'm going to leave my punch in there just in case I missed one. So we created our first pocket. Now we're going to see what else is open. We have this area open to the side, so I'm going to use it to create another pocket. So it's going to be a top loading pocket. So we're going to make an L shape here with our glue to the edges of that area here that are open. So as you know, you don't need to add adhesive to the side because it's already closed. You're not going to need to close it with adhesive. So I'm adding some more adhesive there. And then I'm going to bring my little mini over. And then I'm going to burnish so the adhesive sets and it glues better. So now we have the opening from the cover. Then we have the other page with a little top loading pocket. And then we have this area here that we need to close. Because as you see here, it's going to fold open to the top, and I want to make it a side loading pocket. I'm sorry. If you want to make it a top loading pocket as I did with my little blue mini, what you need to do is grab your scissors and then cut in here in the middle all the way to here. Don't go past this area because you don't want to open the whole thing. So you're going to cut in here and then you're going to add an L-shaped adhesive to this area so it becomes a top loading pocket. But I want this to be a side pocket. I think I like that better. I love it like that because it's different. It gives it more interest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another L-shaped adhesive here. And guys, let me know down below what kind of things are you creating for presents for the holidays. I'm curious to see what you're doing. So now I'm going to bring my little mini down and I'm going to burnish again to make sure that my adhesive sets properly. This is so easy, so super easy, so super quick, and it's such a cute present. So now you know you have a top loading pocket, you have pocket, pocket, and then you have a side loading pocket, and then you have the 2 pockets at the bottom. So you have another top pocket over here, and then you have your other 2 pockets. So to finish our little guy, can you believe it? Can you believe how easy this is? This is amazing. So what I'm going to do here before I glue, I want to make sure that I trim a little bit of the excess cardstock in there, because when you fold in here, it kind of like pushes the paper, this part of the paper out a little bit. So I want to make sure that I even this out before I glue it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my little line of glue over here to create my pocket. And you guys may see that I'm not adding a lot. I'm just making as thin a line as I can, because I don't want my pocket to be diminished by a lot of glue. The farther you go with the glue here, the smaller area you're going to have for your pocket. So I make sure that I only apply a thin line, and this adhesive is just so good that it's really not going to come apart once it's dry. So now we have our first 2 pockets closed, and then we have our top pocket area closed also. So on this side, we don't need to add adhesive because it's actually a fold and it's closed. On this side, we need to add adhesive to this fold and to this fold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper around like that. And then I'm going to add adhesive here. And then I'm going to make sure that I don't glue the center pocket. So if you have any excess adhesive there, make sure that you remove it. And then what you need to do now is make sure that you burnish your pocket so your adhesive sets properly. So we have another pocket over here, and as you can see, I make sure that this pocket stays open because I clean any excess glue to the side. So now I'm going to apply the adhesive to the next little flap in here to create my next pocket. So I'm going to again apply as thin as I can of glue in there, but enough that it's going to actually adhere and stay properly. So I can see there that some of the glue seeped out, so I'm going to make sure to clean that area because I don't want again to close my side pocket over there. So over here I can see there's a little excess here on the little cardstock there, so I'm going to make sure to trim it just to clean that and make it even. And then I'm going to go to the other side and sort of do the same, even it out. So there you go. And then you have your even piece. So on this side we don't need adhesive because it's a fold, but we have our last little pocket here. So I'm going to add the little adhesive here, as you see, not a lot again because I don't want to really diminish my area for the pocket. And then I'm going to come and burnish here so my adhesive sets properly. I'm saying it so much, guys, that I'm sure that it's going to actually stay in your brain, and that is great because that is going to help so your projects are always going to be set properly and they're going to last a lot longer. So there you go. I cleaned that area there, and ta-da! We have our little mini album completed. Can you believe that, guys? I mean, isn't this super quick and easy? Oh, thank you so much for joining me, guys, for this tutorial. Make sure that you leave me a comment down below and let me know how did you like this little mini album. It's a 1-sheet mini, and again, this was inspired by my super amazing friend Amber Lyric Lover Crafts, and I'm going to link to her channel here and down in the description below. So now for my next video, I'm going to share with you how I created the little box so you can hold your little mini albums in there if you want to give them as a set. And I hope to see you here tomorrow for my tutorial, my DIY for the little book box. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye bye. Mwah.